Another day, another new shirt. All right, so we have him primed. So Big Red here is ready to start getting brushed. He's been coated and primed. We used Color Forge matte. Nope, not that one. That's white. We use this. We absolutely love it. But I am gonna probably lay down another base coat of Airbrush primer just to fill in some areas that I've noticed that may not have gotten as much primer as I want. That does take 24 hours to cure, it suggests. I do see best consistency if you do let it do that. Some other people who come in the shop have also said the same thing, so it's flavor across the board type deal. So yeah, we have it all ready to go and primed. So I think I'm gonna do is just do the general red I wanna go with. Because yes, it is a Corn Lord of Skulls. I will be more using it for Vashdor for a CSM army. I think I'm gonna go with some reds. I will incorporate red somewhat, like maybe to the lower part, right? Like maybe some dark red at the bottom and parts, I think. The whole reason is I don't have a lot of red in the army, and I think he's gonna stand out as a big red thumb if I do that all red. But I want to maybe give an homage to maybe it was being built and Vashdor said, fuck it, I'm taking him. He's not going to go to you, Corn, it's coming to me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet though. So to that end, I've got the airbrush all hooked up, ready to go, which will be the first time we're running it since we made the new location. Just trying to figure out the color palette. I don't want to say purples because Vashdor isn't like, I wouldn't say he's like, I mean, like his skin's like this purpley, but mostly it's black. So we're gonna go with that. We're gonna try to figure something out with that. I just gotta figure out what I gotta pick. That's really my indecision is the worst enemy for me. Yeah, you know what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna do the chassis some red version. I was thinking about maybe starting with this, see where we're going for a base. Start with something small, get the brush running. So when you're airbrushing, it's really important to get used to how your airbrush runs. And through all of this, as you're watching me, I noticed that there was something definitely wrong with how my airbrush was running, and I should have listened to my instincts. You'll see me several times here spray off into the box onto my hand. It was running. Sometimes it ran really well, but sometimes, man, it just ran absolutely poo. So once you get used to working with your airbrush, you're going to notice how it's working, and you should listen to it. Honestly, I should have listened to it, because when you don't listen to your airbrush, situations like what are about to occur happen. You're going to have an overpressure and you're blasting through your air and your paint, and this is what can occur. This is just blowback, and it can be fun. Oh my. Oh, that was so great. All right. Okay, I'm done. I feel like I'm going to be doing more work cleaning it up than I am working on it. We'll get back to this when I figure out why this is not running well, because I need it to base this and other things. So we got to figure this out. Story time. While we wait for the overhead camera. So new shirt, new day, still working on this. A couple things I've discovered in between. One, take it from me, when cleaning your airbrush and you've taken off this tip, please remove all parts so you don't lose them down the drain and have to go get your own product off your own shelf to get back to airbrushing. But thank goodness we carried the replacement. I water parts. So what happened was I was trying to clean out my well, and in doing so, I was mesmerized by watching the water drip out of this. Oh my goodness, it's not gonna be able to zoom in. I watched YouTube. You see this little piece? Yeah, okay. This little piece. The needle goes through it, and I just watched water drip out of it while I'm just blasting water into it, and it's just like, doop, doop, doop. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Bing, down the sink. Okay, cool. Now we know. Don't do that. Learn from my mistakes. Second thing we've noticed in all of this is I think I plugged the hose into the wrong side. I had set the PSI to for one side. I have a dual output pump, and the hose is set up, I think, on the higher PSI side, because this is just blowing out of here. But I didn't notice that. I don't know why I didn't notice that. So we're gonna fix that too. We're gonna make sure we're on the right PSI and just turn it down so it doesn't matter what side we use. So let's get to this bad mamma jamma, which is Corn Lord Skulls. I want to get the red done and then blast the white the areas where there needs to be white, so I can do some nice work on the skulls and stuff. And then we're gonna go from there. So sometimes when you're airbrushing and you're listening to music, right, you're not gonna hear things that may be happening with the brush. I was just thinking this while I was working, is sometimes I'm listening to how the air is actually coming out of my brush, and that can sometimes cue you on how it's operating. People ask me how do I airbrush, and that's kind of it too. Like, I'm kind of paying attention to how it's coming out and hitting the model, and I'm also paying attention to like what I can hear from the model being hit with the brush, because then I'll know like where it's hitting primarily. So sometimes there'll be like these weird bump gaps right here, right? And I can hear the brush go across them, so I know at least some paint is getting up in there. Speaking of getting up in there, giggity, the cap on, cap off debate, don't do like me. Put your cap on. I turned this thing sideways a couple times and lost some red paint, so please be mindful of that, and always cap your wells. It's just good for your brush, good for you, good for everything. Things here, I think I took too much time. I could have just blasted a lot of this a lot more generally and sped this up, so I may do that in time, but I do like taking my time also because I got to see a lot of things I wanted to work on. So I really appreciated being able to look back at this and go, oh, I could have sped this up a little by just overly generalizing spraying. Looking good. Looking good there, corn baby. Uh-oh. Clock. The declog method you saw there, that's just a classic. Push air against your finger and let the air come up through the paint, and it's an easy way to push back any dried paint inside the tip well. I think that's what it's called. I don't know, I'm just making up words as I go. God, every time I think I'm found, I think I can move on, right, and pick up the main chassis, I find other things that I've missed or need another coat at least. So coming up, I'm going to start working on the chassis here, and honestly, I could have spent a lot more time airbrushing the base color of this chassis, but I think I spent almost 2 days trying to get this brushed out. It was a bit of work, and it's still really dark. I think I need to go over it with a couple lighter tones, but we'll see. I do enjoy the red that came out of it. It's pretty good, so. If you like this content, please hit the like button down below, the subscribe button, let the algorithm know I exist. Other than that, you have a wonderful day.